Meow.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Rabbi.
Shalom.
Hello. Hi.
Okay. Shalom for you too. What is there?
Isaiah. Yeshayahu.
Yeshayahu. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to give more explanation about not the last lesson, about the lesson we did before the last. This was chapter 4 in the teaching of Daniel. We was talking about the chapter 7 in Daniel, the prophecy of Daniel himself. Right, he have a vision, and I would like to give a little bit more explanation. I feel that it was not explained well enough, the connection between the two prophecy about the 4 exile, about the four kingdom. The prophecy, the dream of Nebuchadnezzar in chapter 2, and the vision of Daniel in chapter 7. It seems that these two prophecies that are parallel, that say the same thing. So why we need them? Why we need 2 times to say the same thing? So probably it's not exactly the same thing. When we talk about chapter 2, I parallel them to start from wisdom to down. It's like Yudke Vavke. And when we start about the vision of Daniel, we parallel opposite. It's like Yudke Vavke in reverse. But really, we can explain this like the two prophecies together become the 7 head of the beast. You know, like you have 4 from up and 4 from down, and they meet in the middle in Rome. You understand what I mean? Maybe I put a white page so we can write on it. Okay. So there are a few basic things that we have to talk about. We say that when we have 4 concepts, they can become 7, right? For example, if we have Yudke Vavke, this can become 7 concepts like this. Okay? Or any name of 4 letters. Yes? If we have Yeshua, this can become 7 concepts like this. If we have just 3 concepts, for example, if we talk about horse, mule, and donkey, so then the donkey takes the place of the middle. Come back, it will be 3 times. Right? It will be in the beginning. And again. All right? It's when it is a similarity between Atikyomene of the physical and between what we call Pnimiutaba, the inner of the father. It is a similarity. So this can be 7 different names, and it can be 4 different names, and it can be 3 names. Anyhow, they can become a concept of 7. Now, usually in Kabbalah, when we talk about 7 concepts, we talk about the Sfirot, the Midot, the attribute of the art from Chesed to Malchut, right? It's Chesed, this is love, Ahava, is Gvura, is fear, You can say that this is a seventh chapter. This is Abraham. This is Yitzchak, the fear. You know the concept of the seventh chapter. After is Tiferet. Tiferet is the body. Chesed is the right hand. Gvura is the left hand. Tiferet is the body. We call it mercy, rachamim, in Chassidut. This is Yaakov. After we have Netzach, Bitachon, confidence. This is Moshe in Kabbalah, the chapter of Moshe. And here is Hod. It's like a majesty, but we call it in Chassidut Tmimut, simplicity. What is Aharon as a shepherd. After we have the sphere of Yesod, Yesod, in Chassidut we call it Emet, who, this is Yosef, the alliance, the brit. After we have the Malchut, the kingdom, have to do with the speech, is David, is a shiflut in Chassidut, and nothing, shiflut, shafal is I am low, I don't think anything of myself, I sacrifice my ego. This is David. With the prayer, we sacrifice the ego. Okay, so this is a basic concept of seven in Kabbalah. But when we talk about the seven head of the beast, we have a different system. Now, our system, it's like I will say, the donkey is Avraham, the mule is Yitzchak, right? The horse is Yaakov. Here, I wrote Yaakov with a Vav, right? And then we have Esau. This can be again Avraham, but we prefer use Esau. When we have four concepts, we use all the four. And then again Yaakov. And again Yitzchak. And again Avraham. Right? The donkey Avraham is a disciple, is a body. The mule is a rabbi, is David. The horse is a rabbi, is Yaakov. Right? After we have the inner of the father. Special concept we learned about this much last year. After we have again horse, again Yaakov. After we have Yitzchak, but now it's the root of David, is Mashiach, is the Yechidah. And after he has Atikyom, it's like God himself. It's again Avraham. Avraham is equal to 148, what is the number of the bones. So it's like the essence, the bone, it's the thing himself, right? It's like the lamp. Yitzchak is more like the light that came out from the lamp, but Avraham here, it's like the body of the lamp, right? It's like the moon inside the sun. Now, how the parallel this seven concept, how the parallel to the midot? The parallel in a way is that really Avraham is Avraham, right? Avraham here, the donkey is Avraham here. Yitzchak is Yitzchak here. Yaakov is Yaakov here. So there's no problem. So now we will say that Moshe, Netzach, a winner, it's Esau. And Hot Mimut, it's like Yaakov, because it is written Yaakov Ish Tam. He's a simple man. Tam, it's a sincere, simple, naive, have to do with Tmimut. Yeah, so this is the concept of Yaakov, all right? So this is two concept of Yaakov, and in the middle, we have Esau. What is the end that Moshe have to do something with Esau? Even if in his first coming, it was more a revelation from the side of heaven. It was a revelation of Moses from the side of heaven, not the side of Esau in his call. But in the future, the main revelation of Moses have to do with Esau. How we know? What is the info? The first appearance of Esau in the book of Shemot is the word number 376 from the beginning of the book of Shemot, of Exodus. What equal Esau? 376. Right? So the first revelation of Esau, we say that everything go after the first, after the beginning. When we want to know what the secret of a word in the Torah, we check when this word appear the first time. So in the appearance of the first time, we will get the most important information about this word, this concept. All right, this is something basic, the way to understand things. The first appearance. All right, so the first appearance of Moshe in the Torah is very important. So it's the word Esau. It means Moshe have to do with Esau. Even in his first revelation, it was maybe not so much Esau, because like we know, Yaakov have to do with the concept of the Torah. But in the future, Esau will have to do with the concept of the Torah as well. It's why the Torah was giving the month of Sivan, what is the month of Gemini. Okay, so we continue with Netzach. It's the middle point. It's the middle between all the seven, right? So I have to do with Esau, the middle here, right? The middle, right? This is Moise, the middle. After we say that Tmimut, Hod is Yaakov. Hod, it's like an echo. He second. He continue what he received. He's not the first. He's always a second. It means he continue what is received from the ones that came before him. Now, when we light the lamp, we say that we light the 7 candle. Of course, this is the secret of the lamp. But in the lamp, we say that we light Avraham before Yitzchak, right? They split to 5. Right? They split to 5 and 2, right? There are 5 kings, after there are 2 more, right? Like in the book of Revelation. The 5 fell down, and after we light the 7th one, Va'echad yeshno, and the 1 is with us, and the 8th one is from the 7th. It means it's the 6th one. So now, in this, when you talk about this 7, we can say that the donkey Abraham, we light him first. This is a priest. The priest, like Netzach, came before Aaron. Here the priest is Moshe. Is Esau, representing the future. The priest represents the firstborn, the body, not the soul. Right, so here Abraham came first, after the rabbi. Right, it's like Eliyahu Navi before Mashiach. Right, it's somebody that breaks the way, and after it is the one that receives. Is Yaakov. Yitzchak is like Yaakov. Okay, is second. Now here, if we say that Joseph is like Abraham and David is like Yitzchak, it's exactly the right order. Can you see this? Joseph is very similar to Abraham, right? Is the redeemer of the nation, of the Goyim. Right? He's the leader of the nation. He's the Avamon Goyim, father of all nations. Yitzchak is the personality of only the Jewish of Eretz Israel. It's like David. Yitzchak, he never left Eretz Israel. He is not allowed to leave Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel equal 4 times Yitzchak, etc. All right, so Yitzchak is the personality of Eretz Israel. Is the one that have to fix Ishmael. It means the klipa, the evil force, the shell that belong to Eretz Israel. Abraham have to do with to fix Esau. This is what it is written in the Zohar. And we have to do first to fix Esau, that is blue originally, and only after will be the rectification of Ishmael, not before. Naaseh v'nishma. We do, Naaseh, it's like Esau, v'nishma, and we'll hear, we listen, is like Ishmael. Ishmael, to hear. All right, so this is general thing to understand all the parallel we do. Okay, so it's these 7 are very similar to G7, except to the fact that here in G7 they came exactly in the right order. And in G7, they don't come in the right order. The 2 last, we have to switch them. So then this will be parallel to the 7. Okay? Did you get this email? Or you have question?
Not really.
All right, so I want to make sure that you understand all this concept. It's why I explain this again. Even in the past, I gave many lessons about all this. So what you don't understand exactly? Okay, so Yirmiyahu, so what exactly you don't understand? You have to tell me what exactly, so I know what to explain. I don't want to continue, like you understand and you did.
About Abraham and Esau,
Yes.
like the connection between Abraham.
We said that there are 2 personalities. One personality is Abraham in the appearance of Esau in the appearance of Abraham, and the second personality is Yaakov in the appearance of Yitzchak. This is something very basic in all our teaching. We talk about this many times.
What is
it's
the
like
meaning?
Cain and Heaven.
Oh,
Esau is a killer. Abraham is a killer too. How is a killer? He received blood. He is going to sacrifice Yitzchak. He's a priest. Abraham is the concept of the priest. Right? Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov is Cohen, Levi, Israel. Right?
Yeah.
And the priest received money. Money is blood. It means he's a killer. He's a good killer. Right? He do sacrifice. It is somebody that pays the money, and it's somebody that receives the money. When Esau stole the the right,
Oh,
the
yeah.
birthright to Yaakov, he received money. He received money, it means he killed. He received blood. Right?
Yeah.
He received money, it means he's a killer.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And Yitzhak bless him, you will live on your sword. All right, so he's a killer. It can be a good killer, it can be a bad killer. But he's a killer. It means, in this sense of being a killer, he's a female, he received. He receives the money. It is somebody that gives the money, he's a loser.
Oh.
He gives the money, he's a loser. It's Yaakov. And if somebody that receives the money, he's a winner. He receives the money.
Yeah.
But to receive the money, if he receives, he's a female. Right? So in one way we say he's a male, but in another way we say he's a female. Usually female is a second, right?
Yeah.
So it's both together. Each one of them is male and female. Esau usually in Kabbalah is a female, Abraham is a male. Yaakov usually is a male and Yitzhak is a female. Each one of them is a male and a female.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But there is a connection between Esau and Abraham. It's one personality. We call it Esau in the appearance of Abraham. Abraham, before he revealed God, he was Esau. Right? He was even not Jewish, right? Esau is like somebody that come back to holiness. It's like Abraham was out of holiness, and one day he revealed God, and he became the father of everybody, right? He became Jewish, the first Jewish.
Yeah.
Right? This is a connection. The day when Esau saw the birthright to Yaakov, it was the day when Abraham passed away.
Do you mean the exact?
According to our sages, why he was cooking adashim, lanti. Yaakov he cooked something red, right?
Yeah.
Because this is like a food you eat when you are in heaven, when you are crying for somebody that passed away.
Oh.
So when Esau become a bad guy, leaves the Judaism, he sells the birthright. I don't care about the birthright. I don't care about the work of God to be priest. In the same day, before Abraham passed away. So why he passed away in the same day? You can't say that he passed away because they don't want to see his grandson become evil, because they love him very much. And you can't say that he passed away to be with Esau, to be somehow reincarnated in Esau when he go to the nation, because Abraham is the father of the nation. To help Esau in the end of the time to come back to Israel. All right, so you can see that there are many connections between Esau and Abraham.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's why Abraham, you said that Abraham should do a rectification for Esau and then Ishak for Yaakov.
When we say that Abraham have to do rectification of Esau, we mean too that Abraham do the rectification of Christianity. And when we say that Yitzhak do the rectification of Ishmael, we mean that Yitzhak do the rectification of the Islam. Okay? It means Abraham is love. Yitzhak is fear, is a judgment. It means to fix Christianity, you need love. Only. You have to be Abraham, that love everybody. To fix Ishmael, we cannot fix him with love. It's why they sold yourself to the Ishmaelim. You want to be king? You think you can be king? We see how you get along with Ishmael. It's not work. To give a second cheat is not work with Ishmael. It's not work. All right. You need all
power.
Right. You need power. If not, Ishmael don't respect you if you are not powerful, if you are not strong. You think you are weak. If you talk about love, about peace, you think you are weak. More you talk about peace, more he will talk about war against you, because it means you are weak, so he can win you. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so besides this, you understand everything?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, when we talk about the 7 heads of the beast, we say that we have Abraham. Now I write it like this in a line. Yitzhak, Yaakov, Esau, Yaakov, Yitzhak, Abraham. Okay, when we give the lesson about chapter 2, we parallel the 4 nations to, like, from Esau, right? We start from the Yud of God. We say that this is Babel, this is Paras, this is Yava, and this is Rome, Roma, right? In the first day, and in the dream of the king of Babylon. After, when we go to the chapter 7, we say opposite. We say this will be Rome, this will be Babel, this will be Paras, this will be Yavan, and this will be Rome. Right? We go opposite, we go from down to down. Why? Because we start with the lion. The lion is Abraham, is the right. Right?
Yeah.
So the explanation I gave, I said that Esau and Abraham are connected, so they can be switched, and Yaakov and Yitzhak are connected, so they can be switched. All right, so this is one way to see it. Another way to see it is to put the opposite here, to put Babylon here, to put Paras here, to put Yavan here, another way to see it is that the dream of Nebuchadnezzar in chapter 2 is going from up to down this way. And in the vision of Daniel, it goes from down to up this way. So then we'll see one thing that has to do with the 7 heads of the beast. The reason I start Babel from here in the beginning, and not from here, because I said that we have in the past a lesson about all the 7 nations we was in exile. We said that it was Nimrod with the Tower of Babylon, right? After it was Egypt, it was Mitzrayim with Pharaoh. After it was Ashur, right? After it was Babel, right? So I say, all right, so Babel is here, so let's continue. Babel, Paras. You understand what I did it this way?
Yeah, yeah.
But if we want to understand as one thing, just the book of Daniel, it's better to see it this way. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, so this is now how we see that the int. We talk about the animal, right? This was a lion, Ariel. This was a bear, Paras. It was a dog. You know, bear like a house. If you go to a zoo, you will have always a good house. In the children story, we find always the dog and his Dubai, his wife, with a house, right? There are many children's story, birds like house. Okay. The secret of the house is a 6. The 6 there of the 6 the 6th wall, right? The 7 wall up and down, the ceiling and the right. The secret of the cube is the house. Have 6. The secret of the number 6. So this have to do basically. This have to do with the concept of 6. The rabbi, right? If we just parallel this to Yud Ke Vav Ke, this is a Vav. No, this is a tiger. Namer. No, this is the Rabbi. We say the Rabbi is the secret of Miriam. Right? The Rabbi Melubavitch. It's a big light. How much equal Namer? Miriam. Maor Gadol. The way in the Torah they call the sun. In the creation of the world, they call the 2 lights, Maor Gadol and Maor Katan. Right? This is Maor Gadol, the big light. Equal 5 times Chen. What is 290? All right, so you see the relation between the Namer and the concept of Yaakov here, what is a rabbi. Right? This is a rabbi, this is a rabbi, this is a disciple.
What is the difference between rabbi and rabbi? Is it?
It's a big difference.
Oh.
Rabbi is Rosh Bnei Israel, is the head of all the nation of Israel.
Oh.
Rosh, the head, Rosh Bnei Israel.
Oh.
Is the acronym of Rabbi.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A rabbi is just a rabbi. You have a yeshiva, it's yeshiva, you have a group of people that you teach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There are many rabbis. Rabbi is only one.
Oh.
The question, who is the rabbi that will become the rabbi after the rabbi passed away? It means who is the best rabbi? But still, we call him the rabbi, not the rabbi.
Oh.
Okay? We say that Avraham is a body, Yitzchak is an Eran, the Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, the word of Asiya, Yetzirah, Bria. This is all concept of the Rabbi, what is the letter Hey Vav Dalet of the name of God, when we split the Hey to Dalet and Yud, right? And above this is the two parts of the Yud, it's like the Yud split to two, what both have to do with the wisdom, what is Abba ve'Ima Ilah, the I, father, and the I, mother. Right? So we say that the Rabbi is the high mother, and Esau in the middle is the real father, which means the body, the real father. Okay? If you don't have a physical father, you don't have a real father. It's a big problem if you don't have a real father. Okay? All right, so now we say that these two Yaakov is the concept of the two mountains that are made from copper, right? How you call this metal? Nechoshet. You say that Babylon was the head of gold, Zahav, right?
Yeah.
How much equal Avraham in small number? Avraham in small number equal 14, equal Zahav, equal David too, by the way. Right?
Yeah.
So this is the gold. We talk now about the dream of Nebuchadnezzar. First of all, you have the head of gold. This is the nation of Babel. After, it will be the chest and the hand of silver, of money. This has to do with Paras, right? This is kesef, silver. The two hands. The two hands basically very much can refer to Jesus, right? The two hands. The power of realization, making money. In Hebrew, money and silver are the same word, right? Is the cross, the two hands. After here, the metal is nechoshet. Cooper, this is the way you call it?
Yeah, copper.
We say that this is the two mountains of copper. He saw that between the two mountains that was from copper came four shards. The four shards that came from here you can say that it's like Greece that split to four nations. It's like Greece become Rome finally. And all the four is the essence. So all the four are there. All the four shards, all the four concepts are inside Esau. Esau is like somebody that contains everybody. So the body. Okay? If you talk about Greece, you can say that Greece, after Alexander Magdon, was split to four different places. Okay? So you see, now we can see very well the connection, what I forget to talk about this the last time, between the Namer, the tiger, tiger has to do with the possibility of understanding the paradox. It is written as kenamer, azut. It means it's a power. It's a power of somebody that is not afraid of nobody. He say exactly what he think about anybody, even if it is a rabbi. Is the as. As panim, usually we say that as panim, somebody that refers as to Geinom. It means he is not ashamed of nothing. But azut, the property of the tiger, it is a property of holding opposite. And what is have to do with the secret of Hanukkah? The miracle of Hanukkah was Pach, Shemen, Tahor, right? Equal Nistar. Nistar, it means the hiding part of the Torah. What is the acronym? Shat. Shat is the revealed part of the Torah, the sent part of the Torah. You know, the Torah, you learn it in 4 levels. Shat, Remes, Drush, Sod. Sod is the Nistar, it's the hiding part of the Torah, right? So everything that has to do with the oil, with the secret of Hanukkah, in the same time, in Am Yisrael, there was always 2 couples of leaders. It's the time of the Zugot, right? Like Yoshua ben Prachia and Nitai Arbeli. There was a couple work together. Yoshua ben Prachia was the rabbi of Jesus, according to the Talmud. But he was before Jesus. He was in the time of Greek. In the time of Greece, there was always 2 leaders. 2 leaders, it means something that it's like Yaakov and Esau that working together. Okay? So it is written, God, Shtaim Diber Hashem, God talked 2 things, said 2 things about the Shabbat. It is written, Zachor et Yom HaShabbat, you have to remember Shabbat. It is written to keep Shabbat, Shamor et Yom HaShabbat lekasho. So our sage says, it is a verse, I heard 2 things, God said 1 thing, I heard 2 things, why? Ki oz le'elokim. The God has this property of oz, of holding opposite, but in this world, no such a thing to opposite. So I heard 2 different things, but in godliness is 1 thing, right? And this concept of make 2 opposite 1 is the concept of the tiger, of the Namer. 1 second. Okay, so Nechoshet, the metal that have to do with Greek, came from the word Nachash. What is a Nachash? It's 2 opposite. Ish tapuchot ze Nachash. All right? So we see that here, when we talk about the Rabbi Yaakov, is a tiger, and is Miriam, and is a big light. It means it's the sun. We say that this is the sun, right? Yeah. And this is the metal of Nechoshet. Metal of Nechoshet, right? What in the book of Zechariah, he called these 2 concepts, he talk about between the 2 mountains. בין שני הערים, between the two mountains came out four chariots. We talk about this, right? בין שני הערים have the acronym of Moshe. It's like Moshe is in the middle, right? Is in the middle of the two mountains. All right, so this was kind of to understand better, I think in a better way what I explained the first time, the two prophecies, how they came together, they become one thing that have to do with the seven head of the beast. Any question? But really, if you don't understand something, let me know, because I want to be sure that this thing is clear.
So it means that we cannot understand the beast. That's what you mean by like there's a paradox between can I say like, so we cannot understand the beast. That's what you said. Oh.
Well, I explain just to understand it. What do you mean you cannot understand? The idea of learning Torah is to understand what's going on. It's why we learn. We learn to understand.
I mean, so you said that about the psat. So that's the reason.
It's like the revealed side of the Torah. Nistar it's been hiding. It's what I don't see. It's what hiding. It's like a soul. It's the body, the pshat. It's a letter of tipesh, stupid. The pshat, yes, what it is written.
Is that the reason?
What hiding is all the question. Why? Why it is written so and so? Why it is the miracle of wine in a place called Canaan? And if it is another name for this place, what I care? No. Must to be Canaan. All right, why? This is a not revealed part of the Torah that we have to understand. The revealed part that it was a story happened in Canaan, end of the story. This is what it is written. But why Canaan? Cana? Why? Why in this place? Etc. All right. So there are all kind of questions when we learn Torah that we try to understand the why. The Par Shemen is what they find the miracle, a vessel with oil that it was sealed with the signature of the big priest. It means it was pure.
Yeah.
They find after the war finished, after the win, they find all the oil was impure because the Greeks touched all the oil. They are rational. They say to the Jews, I want you to explain me why if I touch it is not pure anymore. They believe in science, they don't believe in something that is not rational. All right, so all the oil was not pure because it touched. So they find a small vessel of oil, and he light, even it was enough for one day, he give light for 8 days. This is a miracle of Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. So
Hanukkah has to do with the Hashmonaim, right? Hashmonaim, the family of the Hashmonaim fight against the Greeks. Okay, so the Rabbi is a personality that have to fight against the Greek culture. The Rabbi used to say, Mashiach now. We want Mashiach now. And they've sung in Chabad, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach. They've sung like this.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
This is one of the typics of Chabad, Mashiach now. Mashiach now is the letter of Hashmonai. Same letter. Hashmonai. It's the same letter.
Yeah.
You know, what was the family that fight against? What is the family of the Hashmonaim? Was first of all Yohanan. He have a son Matityahu, and a daughter Yehudit. It's another story, legend about Yehudit, what she did, all right? And Matityahu have 5 children. Yehuda, Shimon, Yohanan, Yonatan, and Elazar. How many candles we have?
8.
8. How much equal? 8 HaMashiach. All this equal there's a flash of equal to, יש בשר חמורים בשרם וזרימת סוסים זרימתם. זה a flesh of donkey and a blood of horse. By the way. Horse to donkey equal Lubavitch. Now, who was the main personality here? בשר חמורים בשרם וזרימת סוסים זרימתם. Okay, it's a strong gematria. I don't remember the number. Calculate how much is 8 times 358. Okay, now, if I take the more important personality here, is Yohanan, the first generation, Matityahu from the second generation, and Yehuda. Yehuda was the most important fighter from all the 5 children. The 4 fight, all the 5 of them fight against there was hero. But the most important, the more famous one is Yehuda Maccabi. How much equal Yohanan plus Matityahu plus Yehuda Maccabi? Menachem, Mendel, Meor, Sam. I'm sorry. Menachem Mendel Schneerson. All right. So there are many connections between the Rabbi and the Hashmonaim. So the Rabbi, even if not priest, is a secret of the Hashmonaim. Right? Is Yaakov is connected to the concept of Aaron. Aaron is a priest, even he's not priest. Aaron is more the rabbi. It says that the rabbi is more Miriam. It's all concept of Moshe. It's like the three Moshe. Moshe, Aaron, Miriam. Okay? So there are many hints in this. Let me see if I. Jesh Matityahu Hashmonai equal 22 times 10 equal Yitzchak Avinu, if you count the Aleph of Avinu like 1,000. Jesh Matityahu plus Yehudit equal 36 square of 36. In Hanukkah we light 36 candles. All the 5 children of the 5 children, Yehuda, Shimon, Yochanan, Yonatan, Elazar, have exactly 25 letters, what is called. Hanukkah is in the 25 day of the month. It's like Hanu, the rest in the day of 25 Kislev. Ko, right? Hanukkah. Ka is ko, is kaf he, is 25. Right, so there are many hints. We talk a little bit about the concept of the tiger, how it's connected to Miriam, in the same gematria, the sun, how they have to do with the family of the Hashmonaim, right?
Yeah.
The 8-time Mashiach, it's like the 8th candle of Hanukkah, etc. Right? Any question?
So I still not really cannot really understand the connection between this explanation with the beast. Like the last, you said that this is the connection with the beast that last week.
You know, it is a holy beast and it is a bad beast. I try to speak about the holy beast, not about the bad beast.
Oh.
Okay? If we give good interpretation to the book of the Revelation, instead of give bad interpretation, so the good interpretation will win. Because God created the world according to our interpretation to the Torah. If we transfer all the bad things that it is written in the Torah about the beast to good things, to the Rabbi, to the war against Greeks, that today it's like the science, it's like the logic, right? The logic.
Yeah.
It's not the logic of the heart. It's just logic with no heart, with not something above logic. Right?
Yeah.
When the word higayon, you have heg. What is 8? Split to 5 and 3. We have 5 days of the holiday in the month of Kislev and 3 days in the month of Tevet, usually. The other letter is Yavan, Greek. Okay? So Yavan have to do with logic. Okay?
Yeah.
But the Jewish logic called Hegyon Libi. ויהיו לרצון הגיון ליבי לפניך השם צורי וגואלי. The logic of my heart. This is like the power of limit, logic. The logic of my heart is the power of infinite. We need both of them. We need the logic, but we need the logic of the heart too. Okay?
Yeah.
The war against Greece is not just to eliminate Greece, it's to convert Greece, to put Greece in the tent of Shem. Yefet Elokim leyafet be'ole Shem. Yefet, right, is the brother of Shem.
Yeah.
From Yefet came Yavan, came Greece. right?
Yeah.
So it is written that God will make, he will do beauty to Yefet, because Yefet is came from the word Yofi. Yefet Elokim leYefet. Yefet's grace have to do with beauty. They have beautiful heart. But we have to take this art, this beautiful philosophy, etc., and put it in the tent of the Torah of Shem. Yefet Elokim leYafet beho'ole, in the tent of Shem. All right? It means this is something that we clarify, we fix. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like to convert something. To convert, so you become kosher. Right, so. All right, so I just explained another time the rapport between the 7 heads of the beast and what we call the 7 midot, the 7 attributes of the heart. This is Avraham Yitzhak Atik Yomin, Yitzhak Zarich Anpin, Yaakov Esau. Yaakov is the word of Atzilut. Yitzhak is the word of Bria, Yetzira, Asiya. Is the woman that is between the sun and the moon. Avraham is the body, it's the moon. Okay, this is 3 generations before the moon. You will be filled with the sun, and before the moon, 1-2 generations. Okay? This is above, before the sun. His name is Yino, and all the nation will be blessed from him. This is Jesus. Okay?
Yeah.
And in the future, Jesus will come with the cloud, with Atik Yomin, it means with Abraham. Okay? They will come together. All right? You have a clear picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so think about, you tell me that you want to talk about the concept of the reincarnation.
Yeah.
Well, there's no much what to talk about,
Oh,
but for next time, we'll see.
okay.
All right, so take care for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rabbi.
Take care.
Thank you.